And so I had seen chiropractors trying to rehabilitate it. They told me that I had a leg that was 19 millimeters shorter than the other one. I had special cleats made for me. Just nothing worked. And I had a buddy of mine who he jumped off this boat, and I was like, man, I wish I could do that. And my legs were just going south really fast. And it was to the point where I cut my leg and I had 6 stitches. And I didn't even know I had cut it until I felt the stickiness of the blood. And that's how bad the nerves were. There was no feeling left in my skin. And so he told me about this Gonstead doctor. And I kind of laughed at him a little bit, like, whatever, you know. But he told me the story and what he had done for him. So I said, you know what? I'll give it one more shot. I mean, I was committed before that. I'd go 3 times a week, every week, trying to get help, basically. And so I went and saw this Gonstead doctor, and of course, I had some serious neck injuries from football and stuff like that, and it helped. He did a great job, but nobody could get my hip in, and that was one of the most frustrating parts. It just kept getting worse and worse, to where even bodily functions, things that are important to your wife and things like that, started not working as well, and so. I knew, though, that the way that Gonstead had done it, I got a degree in mathematics and statistics, so I lean towards engineering. And hearing his engineering background and how he'd worked on different things, it was more of a mechanical thing to me. And I looked up Gonstead on the internet, and there you were. To be honest, I was a little annoyed at how much time you took pre-adjustment, right? Because I'd already been to so many Gonstead doctors. Like, okay, doc, come on, let's do it. But it turned out that it paid off. The very first adjustment, you moved my hip back into place, and I instantly could feel all the skin on my legs. It was a kind of a weird feeling, all the hair, everything. I hadn't felt it in so long. And then other things started working well too, So that was a blessing, and my wife was very happy about that. But, I was grateful for the thoroughness, because what it did is I got the relief that I was looking for. It brought my strength back in my legs. Because of this hip injury, I've lost both knees. They've been shot. But my legs have gotten so much better because the hip controls it all. So even your mentor had a tough time. He's 7'2", had a tough time getting my hip in. But because you were thorough and really examined the x-rays and did that stuff, you were able to put it back in. And it's just, my life was spiraling down. But now I feel like health-wise, my life is spiraling down. Which, having 3 girls, it's very important. And I want to be able to play with them and coach them as long as I can. I've been to several different chiropractors, didn't get any relief, didn't get the help. It's twofold. It's the Gonstead technique, which is very important. And if you're thinking about coming here, do your research, because it is very practical and it makes sense, and it works. But also it's the team here, you and your wife and the other people, of the full diagnosis. Okay, and it will drive you nuts at first. It's important to realize that I really appreciate how thorough you were, because you didn't waste my time, you didn't waste my money, you didn't waste anything. You just took a lot of time in the beginning, and for years, people who are really good at this couldn't give me the results that I wanted, and because of that, I mean, my life has totally changed. And I had wanted to give up on life before because I couldn't move hardly. I was in constant, incredible pain. I know I probably would have gone to painkillers just to numb the pain. But now, of course, when you do what you did to my body, you're going to have pain, you're going to have things. But I'm functioning and performing it so much better. And it's only going to get better from here. And so, you guys are great people as well. You guys are great. It's not just great technique, but it's also just class act people that I would trust you with my kids. And that's rare in this world.